Hello there. Welcome to Data Dialogues. This is producer Paul here, because Julien is still overseas at the moment, catching up and meeting with people to talk about Data Vault 2.0. But while he's been over there, he's been doing a whole bunch of interviews and sit-down chats with people from across the industry from all over the world. And what we've done is we've put all of these videos into audio format in a collection of about 5 of these interviews at a time, so you can sit down and listen to them as part of the podcast series. If you want to check out the original videos, go and find us on YouTube. Just do a search for DVIC Data Dialogues, and we'll also link it back into the DVIC community. You just need to find on your app store if you haven't already downloaded it. If you have, come along, have a chat, talk to people about how you found the event. Don't forget, we've got other pods about DVIC's WWDVC present already in the catalogue, and we've got a couple more coming out as well. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and hopefully you learn something a little bit new about some of the people that went to WWDVC 2023.
We're here at WWDVC, and I'm here with Kevin. Kevin, thanks for joining.
Thanks.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself, what you do, who you work for?
Sure, yeah. Kevin Marchbank, president of the Data Vault Shop and a consulting organization on Data Vault. And I don't know, whatever else.
We can edit it.
Okay. And yeah, married, 5 kids.
Excellent.
You know.
So tell us a little bit about your journey to Data Vault.
Journey to Data Vault, wow. Over a decade ago, started with the first 4 articles that Dan put on tdan.com with a group of software engineers and taught them data warehousing through Data Vault 1.0. Really successful and really grown from there, and been doing Data Vault ever since.
Yeah, excellent. So why did you come to WWDVC?
Oh, it's a great place to get more education, get insight from experts, people that are solving the difficult problems throughout the world with Data Vault, and learning tricks of the trade and networking with bright minds.
Great. And highlights of the week?
Gosh, so many highlights. Chris Date being here, obviously Lyman, Dan himself, and the business track, I think, was really great this year.
Yeah.
It was really great to hear from that side and get that interaction with people from the business perspective.
Great. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you.
Worldwide Data Vault Consortium with Mike Migalski. Mike, thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so
Yes, Vermont again.
yeah, well, first time for me. Tell the people about who you are and what you do.
Sure. Mike Migalski. I have about 9 years, I guess, of Data Vault experience. Learned about it and when I was at Micron.
Yep.
And that story has become
The world's largest.
But we had built something that was automatable, but when we found Data Vault, we said, why are we doing this ourselves? Why don't we get in with the community? And so we came here to learn at first and ended up speaking that year and have done over 30 Data Vaults since for various organizations.
We'll tell people about InfoVault.
Yeah, so, when I left Micron in 2018, so then we just hit 5 years to survive through COVID.
Congratulations.
And when we started that, I was able to have some immediate interest from other organizations who wanted to do Data Vault or do a better job of managing their data. And so some came to us with a request for Data Vault. Others were just looking for a more modern way. And we were able to help them, and we're pushing 40 clients now with a small team.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Nice.
And you're developing a piece of software as well. So
We are. InfoSecure was built out of necessity. We had a need for a metadata-driven code generation tool that managed access control.
Yeah, that's great.
Because all of our clients, we tend to take them down the road that if you're going to do Data Vault, thou shalt automate it.
Yes.
And if you're going to automate it, why not look for other things to automate within your organization?
Yeah,
so InfoSecure is an automation tool to manage access control.
So go check out InfoSecure. Okay, so how's the event been for you?
Oh, we love it. We've been here 9 years. One was virtual during COVID, but 9 years in a row. And I thought about this year, maybe I'll just send my team and I'll stay home. And then I came, and I'm certain glad I did. There's always great interaction. You and I and so many others. Last night we had the book signing.
Yeah, that was.
And the photo of all those amazing authors. I will share that photo. But yeah, CJ and Dan and Bill and Ken. And then like so many others I didn't even realize had books out of the audience. So it was very neat.
That's great. Okay, so what are the highlights? What else have you got for me? You've got a quote.
Oh, quotes, yes. So this year, Mark Budzinski helped kind of change this towards a business focus. We've always kind of been a tech geek conference, right? And last year he spoke on Data Vault for the business, and I took away from last year, focus on the DIM. I think that's maybe the only thing I took away last year that I can remember a year later. Yeah, focus on the DIM is so important. You have to build it through to the data, to the InfoMart level, and put data in front of the customer, or why have we done all this?
What's the point otherwise?
What's the point? Yeah. And so Jen Stirrup said, we have to, I'll read it.
Yep.
She said, so I don't misquote her, do the hard thinking so the business doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Is Jen Stirrup. And you yourself said, if you fall into the buzzwords, you haven't done a good job of listening. That was in your panel. I wrote that down from you. And then yesterday, Doug said, don't get frustrated at the business when they don't know what they want. That's our job as data professionals. Build them what they need.
That's good advice, isn't it?
It is.
Well, thanks for joining.
Sure thing. Thank you.
The Worldwide Data Vault Consortium, and I'm here with Jim. Jim, introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Jim Frere. I'm Turnberry Solutions. Came across the idea behind Data Vault 2010. Coming off a traumatic experience with dimensional modeling, it didn't work. And I saw the idea, and I thought, this is going to work. This is going to solve our problem. Because we were having it was volume problems.
Yeah.
We had a billion rows of data to load. And so we couldn't take it.
Yeah.
And the problem was because we were doing updates and dropping loads.
Yeah.
Which is
painful. Yeah. So do you do professional services or?
Yes, we're a professional services company
And
based business process, a lot of different things.
Yeah.
We do e-commerce, but we're really trying to push and build data architecture team.
Okay. Yes. And based here in the US?
Yes, we're in Philadelphia and Minneapolis.
Oh, excellent.
I'm in Texas, so I don't travel anymore.
Yeah. And is this your first time at the conference?
Yes, finally.
Yeah. Excellent. How's it been for you? You enjoyed it?
This is the best conference I've ever been to.
Wow.
I've been to 50. It's people like you. You know, we know you, but until we sit down and talk, you like,
I feel this.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing, I mean, you would think talking to CJ Dade or Bill and Art Dayan, they're not going to talk to you. They're so friendly. It's shocking.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had breakfast with Bill, Dan, Kent.
Oh, yeah, Kent's great.
I did feel like they're coming at the table, but that's okay.
If you're talking to CJ Dade, all of us feel like that.
Yeah. It was an amazing talk yesterday. So would that be the highlight? Is there any other highlights?
I got to talk to CJ Dade by myself for 10 minutes.
Wow. Yeah. That's
okay, I'm done. I'm going to
so you'd recommend people come along with me?
Let's see, I need to put this proper. If you come to this conference, you'll change your life.
Yeah.
You are going to find a community. I mean, I've known Cindy, I've known Dan, people like Kent got me a job.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Kent, what are you doing? He asked me what I was doing, and he's like, oh, you should talk to these people. And I talked to those people, and they got me a contract, and they recommended another one. And like, everybody knows everything, but everybody is very giving. Yeah, they're friendly. They're,
absolutely.
Didn't know you from Adam until I met you on Sunday.
Yeah, I know. We've hung out a lot.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. All right, so thanks for giving us a little bit of time.
Oh,
and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Okay. See you next year.
Yeah. WWDVC with Sam. Sam, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. My name is Sam Bunyan. I've been working with databases for about almost 30 years now. And I've been working with Data Vault for about 10 actually. built my first data vault software company. Actually presented here twice at the DVIC conference about 10 years ago. Right now I'm a subcontractor with Exalting, which is a consulting company, which we do data warehouse implementations and other things. I think that's it in a nutshell.
Great. And so you've been here a few times.
Yes.
So how's it been going?
It's great. These conferences are always great. It's different than the other conferences. It's a much smaller group, but much more technical. The community is very warm, friendly, and you just get a lot of interaction. Some of the most valuable things. It's actually
Yeah, absolutely. So would networking be the highlight for you then?
it's one of the highlights. The sessions are always good, of course. We had a session from C4 Day. I thought it was especially interesting. Just a lot of historical background. There's always a lot of sessions before looking at things. So you get the new concepts that are in the marketplace. But really, we solved a number of issues, got a number of ideas just from the network. It's been extremely valuable.
Excellent. And so tell us a bit about Resultant.
Resultant is it's based in Indianapolis. They just acquired Technical Data Solutions, which is and so Technical was based in Dallas, and now Resultant is a bigger organization. There's presence in both, but it's kind of like a boutique consulting firm. And they've got a really good reputation in the marketplace for data-related consulting. So you build a lot of data warehouses. It's an exciting place to be.
Yeah, excellent. And so is there any one thing that you would say be the thing that you've learned or something new?
Thing that I've learned, a lot of things. It's a really good historical perspective of what you got here as a database industry is one thing.
That is really
that was. It was a unique type of scenario. But I think one of the things I'd like to hear more about probably is business fault. Business fault area. I think there's kind of a neat material in that area. So,
excellent. Oh, thanks for joining us.
all right.
Good to see you.
All right.
Okay, welcome back to WWDVC. I'm here with Mark Schulte from Performance G2. Mark, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Mark Schulte. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Performance G2. We're a Data Vault only consulting company. We do certified Data Vault training. Bruce McCartney does that for us, and then probably about 85% of our business is Data Vault implementation services. So we like to, take what we teach and actually implement it in the real world. And all bottom line is, taking care of customers and delivering business value.
And all across the US?
All across the US and Canada. Yeah. Really, we're a virtual company, and we service US and Canada. Yeah.
Excellent. And so, how did you come to Data Vault?
How do we get to the Data Vault? I took over Performance G2 probably 2016 April, and we were an IBM business partner. Cognos, we did Cognos training, some architecture, and came in, did like my 90-day plan, and looked where we were as a company was going, and Cognos and the space, and just thought there was going to be a better way of doing things. And so I started doing research around agile data warehousing. I knew for us to be competitive, we needed to deliver solutions quicker, and quickly got connected to Data Vault. And so, once you start doing the research on it, there's a lot of information out there, and it appealed to my kind of engineering and process mind. But I think bottom line, we just thought it was the right thing to do for the customers. And so, you don't need armies of consultants, which is good and bad. And, so we just felt whatever's right for the customers, we'll figure out how to make a business out of it.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, very similar to our story with the IBM background and looking for something better for customers.
Yeah.
So, have you been to the conference before?
We've been coming since 2017, and so except for COVID, right? And it gets a chance to. We're a virtual company, so it gets us a chance to bring our consultants in person to meet our guys again and work together. But then, attending the sessions. Bruce will be giving a session on Friday as well, and then talking to the other vendors and customers. Just great opportunity to meet like minds.
Yeah, and is there any particular session that stood out for you?
They've been great. All of them been good. The business one on Monday was great, and about the real world application. You think I think we learn every project's different, right?
Yeah.
The data vault's going to be consistent with the dynamics of the project, and
For sure.
you still have the old project management 101 wrapped around what we do can get in the way, right? You got to have buy-in from management and good requirements and discipline, and so some great sessions.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So that's it from Julien this week. Next week we'll have the rest of the interviews that he did at WWDVC, as well as some content from his time in Orlando, Florida, where he went to IBM Think, their big presentation, as well as maybe something from the Kennedy Space Center, because space. Who doesn't love space? Make sure you download or stream this episode, share it to everybody, and make sure you're following us on the platforms that we're on, and download that DVIC platform for your phone from your app store anytime and come join the community there.